active today, right? For example, the rapid growth of the internet, AI, crimes have been increasing day by day, and the pattern of doing those crimes has also changed, right? It's not like the same. For keeping this thing in mind, we have to evolve our law, we have to amend our law, and we have to be, I think, little bit strict also, because now people say that it's Kalyug, but I think it's a criminal mind and anybody can commit the.
Okay, so ma'am, once again, it's a great chance to introduce you here in my channel, and I do have some set of questions because you are not only from this English background, but also you are an advocate. So I do have some set of questions which is related to your professional life. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, fine, you can ask me.
Okay. Could you share a bit about your professional journey and what led you to become an advocate?
Okay. So first thing that I would like to tell you that it was not planned that I wanted to become an advocate. It was like destiny bring me here, because I was working. I was like trying to complete CA, Chartered Accountancy, and I had interest at that time into that. But since I got failed in my first exam, I thought, okay, it's not my cup of tea, and I left it. Then I worked with a law firm, and coincidentally, my senior advocates, they told me that Karishma, you should go for the advocate because you have good skill. They used to feel that time like I am good with my communication, though I am feeling right now that I'm not at all good. I mean even at this stage. So earlier you can imagine that how was I, like, 5-7 years ago. So
Okay.
when I was working there, they suggested me that you should go for LLB. But LLB is very interesting course, I would say. I mean, even if you don't want to become an advocate, you should just go through the books and procedure and you have to give the exam. It's quite interesting. You will learn a lot of good things about your rights, law, your country, and multiple things you'll get to know, and you feel interested into that because everybody wants to know na, what happen if somebody murders someone, what kind of punishments he will get, and what are the human rights, what are the fundamental rights. So that's how I think it fascinated me a lot, and I did that LLB course in English first time.
Okay.
And I think it's all about my destiny, which helped me to become an advocate. And I would say that it's a blessing in disguise because I had never planned to be an advocate, but now it is one of the great thing I can say which is happening in my life. And I'm just very happy about it.
Okay. That's great to hear. And ma'am, my next question: do you practice or do you go to court even now?
I am a practicing advocate. I have my own law firm and I deals in IPR. I deal in IPR, intellectual property right, which means that I register trademark brand names like Haldiram, Nike, Adidas. These are the brand names. Okay, so you need to register them before the trademark registry, and if you will get the registration, then you can use this brand for your business. This is what I'm doing, and I'm consistently practicing it. So I have law firm and I'm doing it. Yeah.
Okay. So, and my next question, ma'am, do you have any memorable case that you have handled in your past experience already?
Okay, so if you talk about the famous case or any memorable case, I don't have because I don't deal in civil or criminal. I've been to court for some times. I remember I had joined court for at least for only 4 or 5 months.
Mm.
And in those months, I was just learning how to appear in front of the judge, how to argue. So I did not experience as such things. But yes, since I'm attending hearing at home, I'm very much comfortable now, and whenever I appear in front of judge or if I have any argument with the opposite party, I really feel good. I don't know why I feel really confident. You won't believe, but today only I had a hearing in the morning. So when I appeared, he said that you cannot get this mark, it is similar to prior existing marks, and I had a proper like argument of few minutes, and I was like, no, but my mark is different. He said something, I said something. Like after that hearing, I don't know why, but I feel that I got a kind of confidence that I can put my point in front of somebody. It doesn't mean that if somebody is a on a higher position, I shouldn't feel afraid or nervous for anything, because I'm just putting my own opinion, what I feel about this. So it is okay if you feel nervous, or if you feel like afraid of others, then you don't be able to put yourself properly in front of the other person. I mean, you're not able to articulate things well if you have that kind of fear in your mind. So it is helping me a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So, as far as your experiences, ma'am, what would be the best advice from yourself to anybody who is really want to get into this profession?
Honestly speaking, I really don't like that profession. I only like my particular field where I'm working in. If you talk about civil, criminal, I don't think it's appropriate for women. This is what I have observed.
Okay.
It's my personal experience. Because you have to be very bold in this particular field. You know that how police officers they talk with people, or
Yeah.
the criminals, or anybody. I mean, their language is like that. It becomes like that because they are into such kind of profession. Similarly, lawyers also, they have to deal with the police every day, with criminals, with all kind of people. So you have to be very, what do we say, very bold, blunt, and fearless. So
Yeah.
I don't think that it is easy for women. And also, second thing is that, um, if I talk about gender, I don't see. We talk about equality and rights, but if I compare it physically, we are not equal. This is the truth, right? Men's body,
Mm.
women's body is different. The
Yeah.
kind of pressure a man can handle, women cannot. So I think physically also we are not capable enough to fight things. I mean, if in any case uh, come to like us like that, any situation, if we can enter like in this kind of situation, we're not able to fight back. So I think it's not good profession for women. I feel that it is good for men only. If for women, I think no, I don't think it's good for women.
But I
I
am
don't know
really taken
why.
aback that you, Karishma, ma'am, you are telling so, and I thought you are very bold and you are very, courageous. But literally, I am wondered because you said that it is only suitable for those women who are, literally, what did you say? Actually, courageous.
Courageous, bold,
Yeah,
blunt.
yeah,
I
bold.
will tell you one incident. For example, if any person he's in front of you, you know that he had done one murder, and this is the reality, but you have to prove him wrong. How will you do that? Will you get that courage? Because women are very emotional. They are very They have the kind of sentiments. They can't go against. Sometimes, I mean, all kinds of women are there nowadays. I don't specify that women are very kind-hearted. No, they are not now. It's a mixture of everything nowadays, but women usually used to consider like a person who is very kind, very patient enough, and jo like very kind or generous kind of. But now, I mean, if you have to face these murderers, theft, if any robbery happen, you have to meet those people in front of you. So I think it's not very easy to face those people, first thing. That is why I said that it is, I think, good for men only, not for women. The
Mm.
only reason is, yeah.
Yeah, though it is said, I think there are so many women who have been working in this field, and I think, ma'am, on the other side of the coin, I would like to say they are doing absolutely in this profession. But as you said, it's not possible, or it's not the cup of tea of each and every woman out there,
Yes,
right?
that's what I want to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Right.
Correct, ma'am. So, my next question, it's just because of my curiosity. What is your viewpoint when it comes to amendments? What kind of amendment that India really needs in this present context? We have implemented, or we have got so many amendments, and I think I vividly remember about 42nd amendment, right? So according to the
Right.
present situation, ma'am, which is the most needed amendment, or which is the it's not amendment actually, which is the most needed context
Law.
where in India needs an amendment?
Hmm. In respect of women, you are asking?
Whatever the occasion it is, or whatever the sphere it is, we can take the whole India here. So in
Okay.
Indian society, what kind of changes that the people really need?
Mm, sometimes what I feel that women are getting a lot of privilege when it comes to law or facilities. So I think we shouldn't uh, give them that kind of advantage, because now women are also misusing them. And for example, Dowry Act is there, and cruelty, and there are many act in favor of women, to be honest. And now women are taking advantage of those
Yes.
law. I think those should be amended first, because those law made keeping, as I told you, that women used to be generous, kind,
Yeah.
a patient. That's nowhere now. Now the time has
True.
evolved, and women also evolved mentality, the way she thinks. I am not talking about all and each and every woman. Obviously, there are always exceptions, but cases are coming in front of us. I mean, I am not saying that men's are not involved in such kind of activities. They are 800 times more than women. But earlier, women were not supposed to do all such things which are happening right now. False cases, I mean, they're increasing day by day. I even personally, I dealt with one person who was a boy, young age boy, 30 years old, I think. So he was like suffering a lot into his marriage. He was saying like, my wife, she's not ready to give me divorce, and she's not ready to live with me. She lives with her mother. She spent whole money there. And I mean, he was like, but he had no option, because all maximum law made in favor of women. And that's what I really want, not completely change, but a bit of amendment should be there. This is what I feel.
That's well said, ma'am. Because I can put forward an example here. Yesterday night, I was listening to some news, and in that one news, actually, it really dragged my attention. It
Mm-hmm.
was a 13-year-old girl who
That is
claimed that
also.
she was raped by her classmate. But after so many so many days, once that what I can say, the physical examination, which has that report has been declared, and after that, according to that report, it says that the child, that girl, she hasn't been go through such a situation. She was not raped by him. So after that, when the police, they asked about this and they investigated, then they got to know that it was just because of her revenge. She wanted to take her revenge just because
My God.
that boy ignored girl. I mean, she went through a breakup. That's what the reason. So she
Okay. Oh my
wanted to
God.
put him in jail. So that's why she purposefully made this case, just by she I think it is not a simple case to even to think, right? She herself told that I don't know how to say that situation, but I think it's not easy for any woman or any girl. It's not possible for any person out there. If I were in her position, then I would not do that, because it's all I mean, related to my reputation, my respect, and my
Yes.
position in the society. It would really affect me too, right? But I don't know whether she was not matured or whether she was too much matured, what is the reason, but she claimed so. And after the physical examination, when the report has declared, then the police got, they realized that it was truly a fake fake
God.
case. So that's the latest example that I can put forward. And as you said, now there has been a trend among the people in the society, especially I can say the female. They always have that kind of mentality that women, they are the first priority of the society, whatever the condition it is. If the woman, they file any case or they say anything against the men, then obviously the law and the society, everything would stand with her. That mentality that supports women at the most to do anything. And one more example is that nowadays I'm originally from Kerala. So nowadays when the new government, they started, I mean they formed their own ministry. So after that, they declared that the government buses, they would run at free of cost for women, the whole women out there in Kerala. So and nowadays, I think the women, they are taking advantage of that too. Nowadays, we cannot see any woman out there. I'm not telling that it is 100%, but 90%. I can say 90% of the women, they are not ready to use private bus. But it will definitely affect the economy and our Kerala's whole system, right? Or already I can tell you the KSRTC, which is the Kerala transport system, they are going through such a rigmarole, and government has been struggling to pay the salary to those staffs. But even though, according to this situation, I don't know what would happen, how the government could manage to give the salary to the staffs. But even after knowing all these things, we all know Kerala is the it has it was the first literate state in India, but now its position is second, according to my knowledge. Now this is first literate state is Meghalaya, but according to the previous data, it was Kerala. Even though, let it be, it is the second literate state in this whole
Right.
country. But even though being, I mean, though such an educated population, they are not really taking care of their own economy or society. They don't want to care about it. They have to face the after effects, right? So in all aspects, I think women, they literally want to take advantage of all the things, and just because they know that they are the first priority of the government, the law, and anything out there, so they can claim anything, whether it is fake or whether it is real. But only because of that minor proportion of the fake people, a large proportion of the real people, they also have to suffer, or they also, they are also being blamed by others, right?
Yeah.
So you said
Right.
absolutely
Completely
correct,
agree.
ma'am.
Yes, yes. But by saying it, I didn't mean that men are not, I mean, culprit. Most of the time they are actually, but now women are coming on front. Now they also started adopting the same style of crimes, like which earlier men's used to do that. So that is quite horrifying, I feel. And recently I got the case, heard the case about a 13-year-old girl, which she raped by many people. I mean, she was only 13 years old. Somebody sold her to the hotel. So, I mean, cases are everywhere. If I, irrespective of gender, crime is everywhere nowadays, I would say. So, law should be strictly followed because most of the criminals, they don't get the punishment which they really deserve. That is one of the basic thing or important thing. Even if everybody knows that he is the culprit, he should be punished. We don't do that. We need proofs and formal procedure and everything. Like, so that has to be implemented. That has to be improved, I feel, somewhere.
That's correct, ma'am. Like each and every coin has, they have two sides. Each and every gender, especially there are only two genders. So they do, both these genders do some other, some other. I can say the negative sides, but just because of that minor proportion, many other people are also being blamed. But and my next question, ma'am. Nowadays, there is a huge demand from the side of the society that they are demanding that now the whole system, the law, or I mean the system, that the laws and regulations of India, that should be changed, and the Gulf countries' laws, that kind of laws should be implemented in India, because according to their law, whatever the whatever the so like I'm not able to use that particular term here. Offend, I think whatever the offender does, I think there, if it is clear, or if it is proven, then they would get immediate punishment. That's what the law in Gulf countries that we can see. But in India, after many years, I mean, the law, I mean, the punishment is not spontaneous, but each and everybody, the culprit and the other party, everybody have to wait. I mean, everybody has to wait for the final decision or final judgment. And even after that, going for appeal and approaching the other sides of the same case,
Justice.
it will take a longer time period. So I think many people in India, they are not believing in our own laws and regulations anymore. I think so, because nowadays we are using social media, and in each and every news we are able to comment, or we are able to express our ideas, so it's possible to read others opinions as well. So that's what I have realized. So being an advocate, what is your viewpoint on it, ma'am? How much India's laws are effective in this present context?
Got it. So what I believe is that law should be amended according to the country's changing needs, right? So the law, I mean, for example, a law that was suitable 50 years ago may not be effective today, right? For example, the rapid growth of the internet, AI, crimes have been increasing day by day, and the pattern of doing those crimes has also changed, right? It's not like the same. For keeping this thing in mind, we have to evolve our law, we have to amend our law, and we have to be, I think, little bit strict also, because now people say that it's Kalyug, but I think it's a criminal mind and anybody can commit that kind of crime. But if the punishment is real or spontaneous, it should not be delayed, then definitely you can reduce the number of crimes in a country, right? And also, one of the reasons I feel that environmental challenges such as climate change, pollution require stronger legal framework. That is also one of the thing I want to add here. uh, these problems are also becoming very serious. Government needs to amend this environment law also. Second, government has to made some amendment in the recent law, where we can get the justice without any delay. And third is, I think, women, as I told you, we have to amend these specific law or the privileges which already women are getting in our country, because they are misusing that. We are taking advantages of those rights. So that has to be three things I feel: environment, women, and normal. Like the justice should not be delayed. It has to be spontaneous. It has to, sometimes what happen when the justice get delayed over the years, the effect of that case also goes down. We
Yeah.
don't feel that much aggression the way like it used to be. The case just has happened. So
Yes.
because I think there is a saying, time heals everything. That is also applicable there. In order to get justice, if it gets delayed, the kind of anger which we can see in public right now for a case, we can't see the same anger after 10 years for the same case.
True.
So that is also the one thing. Yeah, so this is what I feel.
Yes, yes. Whatever you have shared, it's absolutely true, ma'am. After waiting for a huge time period, I also don't believe that the people would respond to any case out there in the same wavelength, right? So yes, the spontaneous judgment that is really needed in this present context. And yes, and one thing I wanted to mention here, the news, I can say, the prisoners, they have been getting food in nutritious food in the jail. And on the other contrary, the smaller kids, those who are in our government schools in our country, they get some, I think, that rice porridge and some sambar, some minor food items, right? It's a great dichotomy or paradoxity, I can say. So this system should be changed. And in Tamil Nadu, I don't know whether you have also heard this thing or not, but in Tamil Nadu now, Vijay, I think you know about him, the new Chief Minister Vijay Joseph, he has changed this law, and now in government schools he has been providing nutritious food, just like meat and I can say fish, milk and egg, I don't know what else, but every nutritious food that have been provided through these government schools.
Protein.
And on the other hand, he has changed that laws in which were, existed in the prisons as well. Now the prisoners are getting some rice porridge, and some, that means that thing has been changed one to another. So now they are getting some low quality, but I could not say low quality, after all it is food. But nowadays they are getting for which they are eligible to, I think. So I don't know whether you have also heard about it or not, but it was a famous news in social media as well.
No, I'm not aware about this news in social media, but I know that how it was earlier. And I think it was already like the same. I haven't seen that prisoners are getting good treatment, like in terms of food. They get the basic food, I feel, and they have to work all day long, and they need to
That's
cook
correct,
food. They
ma'am.
need to do work. That is true. I mean, they have to work. They get money also for their
Yeah.
work,
So
and
it's
but they
something like,
don't get that.
yeah,
Yes.
it's something like they are ensuring their life, right? They have jobs, so that after that time period they would get enough amount of money, and they are getting a
Yes.
shelter, they are getting enough amount of food.
Not, not
In
only money, they
Kerala and
also
Tamil Nadu,
teach some kind of skills also.
yeah. Yes. So I don't know where what is the case in North India, but in Kerala and Tamil Nadu, it was used to, they were used to get that kind of quality settlement, the lifestyle in jails. So now in Tamil Nadu, that system has been changed by Honorable Chief Minister. So it's really I think a great step.
But you know what? In North India, what I feel is that it's more about your background. If a person is like from a lower class family, he's like treated like a normal person. But if somebody is from a good background, like from any actors, actresses, you know that how do they get treated in the prisons also. I mean, you know that. So I
Yeah.
don't want to put all these things here online, but yeah, we all know the reality,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
how it
that's
is.
correct. It's not only about North India. I think I don't have any personal experience. I don't know anybody personally, but I think this is a universal phenomenon, whether it is North India
Maybe.
or South India. It's common, right?
Mm. So
Yes.
I think I understood one thing, that being rich is very important in life.
That's correct, ma'am.
You must have
Money does
money.
matter. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Okay, ma'am. Anyhow, it was a great conversation with you. I didn't expect that it would turn out so. It was really, an amazing conversation with you. And I always had some kind of fear whenever I wanted to approach you. But you are something different. What I was expecting, it was really, it was a blunder. You are so generous. You are, so cooperative. So I didn't expect that this conversation would, turn out this much, a smoother one. I
Smoother
was
one.
really able to express my words or my opinions or my, viewpoints just because of you. You were listening to my questions very calmly, and I think you have cleared, or you have, shared your viewpoints here in a fabulous way.